Hello students, welcome to online study. So today we are going to continue second chapter, the sound of music, and second part, the Shanai of Bismillah Khan. So in previous video we have read three paragraphs. We have completed three paragraphs, 1, 2 and 3. So today we will start from third, we will start from fourth paragraph, okay? So let's see. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well known family of musicians from Bihar. Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916 in a family of musicians in Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the Shahnai Nawaz of the Bhojpuri King's Court. His father, Paigambar Baks, and other paternal ancestors were also great Shahnai player. Paternal ancestors means ancestors of the father. The lineage of his father's side was full of great Shahnai players. We can say that Bismillah Khan ji acquired the skill of playing the Shahnai from his ancestors. His grandfather was a great Shahnai player. He played the Shahnai in the court of the Bhojpuri king. His father, his father and all paternal ancestors were also great Shahnai players. Next paragraph. The young boy took to music early in life. Bismillah Khan ji also started learning music at an early age, very early age. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, that is now Varanasi, Bismillah Khan was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shahnai. Here, when Bismillah Khan ji was just 3 years old. So at that time, his mother took him to her parents' house, means to his maternal uncles. Here, maternal uncles mean the lineage on one's mother's side, and they lived in Banaras. Banaras, it is now called Varanasi. Okay, and when Bismillah Khan saw his maternal uncles play the Shahnai, he was attracted towards it, and he also wanted to learn playing it. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Vanaras, where Baks was employed to play the Shahnai. Then Bismillah Khan started going with his uncle, means every day, and Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple in Banaras. Means both Bismillah Khan and Ali Baks both used to go to Vishnu temple every day. And Ali Baks was on a duty to play the Shahnai at the Vishnu temple of Banaras. Ali Baks would play the Shahnai, and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. Captivated means attracted, and on end means for a very long time without stopping continuously. So, when Bismillah Khan saw his uncle Ali Baks play the Shahnai, he would get attracted towards it, that he would sit there for hours listening to him play the Shahnai. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. So, here, gradually, Bismillah Khan also started learning playing the Shahnai, and he would practice throughout the day. He never got tired He never got tired. He was so captivated by the Chennai. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. Apprentice means trainee. Haunt means place you like come, where you like to visit many times a day. And solitude means being alone, means single. Okay. So for many years, Ustad Bismillah Khan remained in Banaras. He would visit the temple of Balaji, temple of Mangala Maya, and would remain on the bank of river Ganga, where he would practice playing the Shanai all by himself. The following waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise the invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. So here we come to know that the talent of Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was so inspired and motivated by the river Ganga. It provoked him to improve his performance and he also invented many ragas. Rag, do you know about rag? That is rag, okay? That were considered impossible to be produced by a Sahnai. And Ustad Bismillah Khan worked hard and invented different sounds with the Sahnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. Means when Bismillah Khan was 14 years of age, he accompanied he accompanied his maternal uncle Ali Baks to the Allahabad Music Conference. Means he also got the chance to see. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." Recital means performance. So, here, Ustad Fayaz Khan, he was renowned classical vocalist. He was impressed by his performance, Ustad Fayaz Khan, and said that if he would work hard like that, so definitely he would make a name in the field of music. With the opening of the All India Radio, with the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, came Bismillah's big break. He soon became an often heard Shanai player on radio. When the All India Radio started, means it's a radio station at Lucknow. So Ustad Bismillah Khan started performing from there. Often his Shanai performance would be an air. Now, paragraph number 7. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shanai. And here, Ustad Bismillah Khan, he was the first Indian to greet the entire nation through his Shanai. He played the Shanai from the Red Fort on this memorable occasion. He was very lucky that he got this opportunity to play the Shanai before the public. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. The Rag, the Rag that was played by Ustad Bismillah Khan on the occasion of the independence of India, was Rag Kafi. He played it from the Red Fort. After his performance, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his famous speech, Tries with Destiny. So, here today we have completed four paragraphs 4, 5, 6, 7. In next video, I will explain the next paragraphs. So, thank you so much, my dear students. Take care. Bye bye.